Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. And we want to say thank you that you've been following us all along until we have reached this far. Well, today we're going to be discussing on one of a very important topic, which has to do with effective cost calculation, how we can calculate the cost of our business activities so that it helps us to do proper pricing to be able to determine the right kind of prices of our product and services. So effective cost calculation is important because everyone does business with the aim of making profits, with the aim of being able to generate additional or extra income from the business that will come as a reward. But we can only achieve that if we actually have the ability to properly calculate the cost of our activities as a business and be able to take that cost out of the revenue we generate. Then we see whether we arrive to a profit or not. Sometimes people literally deduct cost from revenue, but sometimes the question is that the actual cost? How do you generate or determine the actual cost is what we are discussing today. So firstly, we say effective cost calculation take into account the kind of cost to consider as a business cost or as part of the business activities or cost incurred for the business. Not every cost that is incurred, maybe in our normal daily life as somebody who operating a business, are costs associated with the business. Those costs associated with the business are what we consider as business costs, and they are in the form of direct costs and indirect costs. The direct ones are those ones that we probably pay directly for, maybe the product, or if we are rendering services, those costs that we incur directly to go and run the service for the person or provide a service to the person. Those kind of costs are the ones we consider as direct, but indirect are also the kind of costs that they are not directly associated with the product, or they are not also directly associated with the service, but they are costs we incur in the process of running a business. And example of some of these costs could be like light. Light could be an indirect cost. Maybe we have a shop, and in the shop we have a light mounted there. The light, normally we use it for whatever reason. That light is not what we're selling to the person or whosoever comes to buy, but that light is also there to be able to provide us with utility service. So that the cost for that light should also be counted against the business. And those are some of the things we are considering in our normal operation, daily operation. Sometimes we don't consider these costs. We only consider the costs that were used to purchase the product to come and sell, or the costs that were used to go and render the service. That is all we consider. But if that is what we do, or that is what you have been doing, or you intend doing in your business, then that is totally wrong. You should be able to account for all the costs associated with the business, both, like I said, the direct ones and the indirect ones. And if that is done, then in the end, you see whether your business has arrived to a profit. But if that is not done properly, sometimes you just calculate only the direct cost, and you come up with the conclusion that yes, my business is making profit. Sometimes you are totally wrong. And these are things that from today we want you to start to practice in your business. Consider the cost associated with your business properly, so that in the end you can be able to come to a rightful decision as to whether you have been able to generate profit or your business have been operating in loss. So the direct and indirect costs we speak about are things that you should be able to identify them and associate them with the business. Take for instance, you left from here, you went to a local market to buy products. Why at the local market you went purposely only to buy a product from that local market? Why at the business market you got hungry and you went and bought food and ate? From buying the food to eat, you also pay somebody maybe to package the goods and put them on the car for you to be able to carry them to your selling place or your shop or whatever. Those costs are costs that most people will not take into consideration. But we are saying to you, these are costs that should be considered. These are costs that should be taken into consideration because they were incurred for the purpose of the business. If you have not gone to that whatever local market to purchase that goods, you are not going to be able to incur the cost of buying that food and the cost of paying whosoever packaged that goods for you to be able to take them to your warehouse or to your shop. So these are some of the things we are talking about. So if you want to determine the price of that goods, which is also another presentation we will do, these are some of the things you need to take into consideration so that in the end your business don't run into loss while you're thinking that it is actually operating on profit. We want to say thank you very much for watching this video, and we look forward to having you with us as we will be posting the next video very soon. Thank you very much. Please like, share, comment, follow, and share with your friends. They'll also be able to have an opportunity to make their own contributions, their own ideas, so that we all can grow together in a positive way. Thank you very much.